Okay, so I've been working on this generator welder, and I finally got this Onan engine running. I had to take a jumper and hook it up from the positive of the battery to the ignition coil to run it. Like sometimes you'll see it spark when I hook it on when it's engaging. I just use these jumper cables just to hold the terminals on there because they're kind of broken. And it'll only run at high speeds, it won't really run at low speeds. And it's very humid out here, so I gotta keep my lens from fogging up. It'll run at high speeds okay, but it'll fluctuate, and at low speeds it just shuts off. But sometimes it'll work and sometimes it won't, but you know, I gotta clean the carburetor probably. But it worked perfectly fine when I first started it up and put gas in it, but I'm not sure, maybe there's just not enough fuel getting to it somehow. And it's not fogging up. These receptacles over here, I'm having trouble getting them working, but this one right here is always on. That's really just the one you always have on when you're welding. It says tools and lights only. You can't see it because my camera keeps on fogging up because it just rained about a couple hours ago, and it's clear now, but it's just really humid out here. And I got the oil filter changed on this. It had this small filter right here, like this, and fogging up. That's the color of the oil that was in there, and now it's all clean. Yeah, it's just that this stick is kind of rusted. I had a lot of water in the engine. I put a Fram filter in it. Guy at Advanced Auto Parts just matched up model numbers, and it came out to this kind, pH 3614, and it seems to work. I haven't seen any leaks on it, but it's just about a ½ inch longer than the other one, so it seems to be a little bit easier to get to, kind of. And it got a oil filter wrench for it, and the fuel pump is it's got a hole right here, so it's probably no good, even though it might work. I might just see if I can plug up that hole and see if I can get it to work. And I kind of spilled some oil on this side, so kind of got on the fence, but it'll go away eventually. And I kind of had a little bit of an oil spill here, so I had to dig out the dirt. So I'll see if I can get this thing started. It may take a while because I gotta choke it and alright. I have to touch this one wire right there. Let's see here if I can just spray some gas in there. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand, especially when my camera's fogging up. Alright, let's try this again. It's not doing it right now, but maybe I just have a bad connection. Usually that's the problem. Lighting up. It's a little bit lower. the light starts to die. So yeah. So I got a few pops out of it and got all the old oil flushed out, and seems to run fine. I'm not sure if that's if it's trying to shut off because of low oil pressure, but I'm not sure. But I'm thinking about taking the carburetor off because I don't know if there must have been some stuff in my gas tank that might have messed it. That's just a temporary gas tank. The actual gas tank is down there, but it's all rusted out, so I'm not going to bother. Plus the fuel pump is bad. That's the gas tank I'm going to be using once I get the fuel pump working. But the mufflers makes this thing pretty quiet when it idles, when it did idle. But it seems to, all the throttle and everything seems to be fine on it. The choke works. The regulator, I don't know if it's any good. I heard something about once they turn crispy like this, they're no good. You have to replace them or something like that, but I'll have to figure that out. And I need to get some screws to put this back on, and basically everything else is still not even assembled on here. Like all the bolts that go, all the nuts or bolts that go in these, the shrouds like that one, I'm going to have to get on this side. And you can see the brushes when they spark when it's running, but I don't want to really touch anything in here because there's probably a lot of stuff that's energized right now. So, and sometimes those plugs will work, sometimes they won't, so I got to figure out how that's working. But it has this automatic throttle and just high and automatic idle, I guess. I don't know what that is. You know, I might have... You know, and I'm just going to try this right now. I haven't actually tried this. Is putting this right here back on and see if it cranks the engine. Let's see here. If I can get this on with one hand. Move that out of the way. I'm hearing something click. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but you know what? I think I fixed one of my problems. I think that this thing is actually working on its own switch now. Well, that solves one of my problems. Alright, well, I'll get to working on this and see if I can get... I'm going to take the carburetor off and see if it'll run on its own, or see if I can clean out the jets and get it all cleaned out. I might have to get a kit for it, but I hope I don't. And my battery's about to die, so I'll see what I can do on this thing. I've got a lot of projects to do out there. Still got to work on, and this is one of them. So yeah, thanks for watching.